Alden. We have some bad news. I know we thought that you were the only Democrat running, but there's someone else.
Damn it, Mikkel. I've been waiting for years for this. No one could be more qualified than me. Who is it?
Her name is Nora Torbett, and the youth loves her.
Well, tell me what I'm up against.
Well, she was in Model UN and a varsity cross-country runner, but her GPA isn't the best. She does a lot of extracurricular, though.
Are you reading her college application? We have to have more recent information.
This is her campaign website. Oh God, she's making cookies with the old people.
Why are you acting so worried? It's obviously a joke campaign. I mean, it looks like she used Weebly to make her website. She actually looks like she's 12.
Okay, Rosalie, she's running, and if we don't pick it up, she could win this. You see, with Bernie running for president and all, young people think that voting and campaigning is, they think it's lit. Not only that, she's promising free education, healthcare, and Mary Jane, she's offering pot, weed, dope, ganja, joints, and the good kush.
All those are the same!
Listen, if you want to beat this girl, you're going to have to come up with a lot more empty promises. And maybe some logical fallacies.
Nora's campaign manager speaking. Oh yeah, Nora, she's right here. Yes, this is Nora Torbett. A debate against Rosalie? Tomorrow? I'll be there. Bye, thank you. Oh, you caught me. Yeah, this is a one-woman show. Partially because all my friends are at college, and also because, well, I'm a total control freak.
So the debate's in 3 hours, and I'm not stressed at all. It's not like my candidate could just suddenly lose without me ever seeing a paycheck.
I'm pretty sure this debate is going to be a train wreck for Nora. I wouldn't even go, but formalities. All she has going for her is an Instagram account and a high school diploma.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2016 Ohio gubernatorial debate. I'm your host, Mikkel Schmickitrick. Tonight you are going to hear the answers to your questions as voters. With each meeting, we learn more about them and the governor they say they want to be. You know you're watching, whether you're Democrat or Republican or neither, because you believe the outcome of the election is important to you, and we believe that too. We'll start off the debate with a brief introduction from each candidate. Ms. Torbett?
Hello everyone, my name is Nora Torbett. I'm so excited to see so many of you showing up for this debate. Without you helping me get from the ground up, I wouldn't be where I am today. With that said, I think it's absolutely important for voters watching this to carefully analyze what is being said. While I haven't been in politics for long, one might think Rosalie Alden has been in politics for too long. What I lack in experience, I make up for in character. However, Ms. Alden, a primary election veteran, seems to be missing that. I mean, she must know all the tricks of the trade to connive you into voting for her. Not many people trust politicians anymore, and there is a good reason why when we have her running for president, or governor, I guess. Many people are disappointed with current politics. Politicians are no longer working to help the majority of Americans. Like my fellow politician Bernie Sanders said, it's time for a political revolution.
Ms. Alden?
I believe it is important for the voters to know who would lead them and what principles they stand for. I also stand for the maintaining of what our country was founded on. Unlike Ms. Torbett, I believe our state can fix the issues it faces while still holding true to the traditions it was built on. I stand for a future that offers equal opportunity to everyone. My fellow candidate, Ms. Torbett, seems to be too inexperienced in the political field and is mainly concerned with being relevant to the youth. I, however, am focusing on imperative issues such as equal rights and reform for our economy. I hope you will be able to help me achieve what is best for our state.
So, in light of the LGBT anti-discrimination bill being blocked in North Carolina, how will you uphold and protect gay rights in our states, Ms. Alden?
I believe in a better tomorrow in which America will be a land of refuge for all. If we deprive anybody of a basic right, our country will fall under tyrannical dictatorship and eventually collapse. North Carolina has proven to America that it is against a progressive future. We must protect our people and their rights in order to progress as a state and nation. I vow never to infringe upon any person's civil liberties and to pass each bill while keeping in mind the lives of the people.
I agree. Denying these rights for LGBT in North Carolina is just a slippery slope and is moving the country backwards. Gay rights are something that is the government's duty to protect. North Carolina is not performing their duty as a government by passing these laws. I believe that it is of utmost importance that our government prevents such discriminatory laws being passed in our state. I believe that in order to combat this problem, we should hold more gay pride parades. In this state, politicians need to start working for the people, and that means everyone. We cannot have this type of injustice to continue. Like my fellow politician Bernie Sanders said, it's time for a political revolution.
Thank you. On to the next question. What are your views on the debate and the legalization of marijuana? Do you want to press for legalization in the state to allow for recreational use of marijuana? What are your plans for Ohio on this subject?
First of all, I want to make it clear that I do not support the legalization of recreational marijuana. In the 1970s, our country declared a war on drugs, and recently we have lost many of those traditional values. I believe in the principles our country was founded on, a safe and clean environment for all. To ignore these values would be to go against our country's tradition.
First of all, I completely disagree with Ms. Alden. She's stuck in the Stone Ages when it comes to the idea of marijuana use. It costs the states and the federal government millions and actually billions of dollars on marijuana prohibition, while currently the U.S. marijuana market is estimated to be worth $1.53 billion. This nation currently tops the world in incarceration rates. In 2014, there were over 1,500,000 arrests relating to drug law violations. However, almost all of them were arrests only for possession. Also, it's been proven that while all races use drugs at the same rate, however, Black and Latino people are 56% more likely to be arrested for drug possession. Based on these statistics, I hope you can realize why our current war on drugs is a waste of time and money, and doing more harm than good. We can't have politicians who are continuing to use fear-mongering tactics to continue old policies, which is why I believe that we need to have a political revolution and put the government back in the hands of the people.
What are your plans for Ohio's economy? And in regards to that, what are your plans to maintain the necessary amounts of jobs in our state?
So even though the worst of the recession is over, we really need to examine Ohio's economy. We need to look at wealth distribution. A small percentage of people in Ohio hold a large amount of wealth. And I believe that it's the best interest of everyone to raise minimum wage to a living wage. We are a first world country, but for some reason we're having trouble providing for everyone in this country. While you may say that people have not bothered to help themselves to deserve a raise, for example, drug addicts, think of the poor drug addicts' children who are going to underfunded dumps of schools in rags and not getting any food. These poor children must be helped because they cannot help themselves and are not given any opportunities to take care of themselves and are living in terrible dumps and unable to better themselves. This is why we must have a political revolution, like Bernie Sanders said, to help these poor, impoverished children.
Well, I believe that Ohio should focus more on supporting our poorer areas. More low-wage jobs have been created recently, which makes it even more important to raise the minimum wage. Not only will this raise constitute improvement of the lives of the lower class, but will also lead to a rejuvenation of Ohio's economy. A more even distribution of wealth will increase sales and consumerism, which will in turn will create a faster growth of jobs. I believe those who do not support the raised minimum wage are the forces oppressing the lower class deeper into poverty. As for income tax, I stand for relief on the lower and working class. As you recall, in 2008, our country suffered a major recession. During this time, it was not the upper class suffering. It was the people who were working 40 hours a week on minimum wage. Those people are the ones in need of a tax break. I think it's time Ohio addresses its citizens living in poverty as well as support them.
That is all the time we have. Thank you again, Ms. Alden and Ms. Torbett, for taking a part in the 2016 Democratic gubernatorial debate, and have a good evening.